From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Hi. Thank you for watching us. And say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Let's get started. It's time for Come on. I'm not done. I love you more, thank you. Okay, quick. I mean, we only have an hour. Okay, so look. So, oh God. So A$AP Rocky, right? You know him. We know him. Do you know about this arrest in Sweden? Okay, well, you know, quite frankly, I think the Swedish people are holding him for non-cause. Like he tried. Okay, so he was there for a music festival, and there were these two guys. They were following him around town all day long, like bothering him, making him, I guess, press metal to the metal. So he asked them, please stop, several times, but they refused. He ended up beating up one of the guys. He couldn't hold, yes, yes. This is terrible. If you only see the footage, thanks TMZ. Hi Harvey. Hey Van. Hi you all. So anyway, he's being held right now for at least 2 weeks in a Swedish prison while the cops investigate. So you would think, okay, ooh, that's heaven. 'Cause Sweden, you know, you think the furniture, the meatballs, everyone's all alabaster and civilized. By the way, there are like 3 black people in Sweden. And one would be Rocky. All right, so, but from what I was told, Swedish prisons are like horrible. He's sleeping on a yoga mat, not even a cot. Okay, now, you know I love crime TV, right? Locked Up Abroad, American Greed, I love all that. No, he's on a yoga mat and, okay, he's in solitary, but the cell next door has a guy who's not mentally all with us and screams all night. So here's the deal. Right now he's supposed to be touring. Where?
He was in the
Everywhere.
middle of a European tour,
Yeah.
which includes Sweden and
Losing
other places, so
millions
losing
of
money.
dollars.
Yep.
So he had to cancel Norway, Poland, Ireland, Britain, and more. I say free Ferg. Free Ferg. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Pardon moi. But, you know, listen. Like, free Ferg. What?
That's A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
I had A$AP Ferg on my
A$AP
mind.
Ferg, right.
Okay. So while I was on my 5-week break, all of a sudden I get a telephone call inviting me to Tiffany's on 5th Avenue. All right? Not for free jewels, but to hang out with A$AP Ferg. Do you know him? Yeah, right? Well, I wasn't sure I knew him, only when I met him, hi Ferg. So he said that he put me in one of his rhymes like 2 years ago. I was with my son. So all of a sudden I'm like, boy, you hear that? Who's the cool mom? Anyway, so shout out to you, Ferg, and I had a really nice time. You know, he has new music and more to come, but I just say that to say A$AP Ferg, A$AP Rocky, all in one bundle. Hi, Ferg. I took a nap after the show yesterday because I was so exhausted. And when I woke up, the sun was still out. So I'm like, oh, wow, it was only a half hour. But I look on TV and there's Jamie Foxx with his game show. And I'm like, wait, that comes on 8 o'clock at night. I look at the clock, I'm like, I slept for 3 hours. So I wake up, do a load of laundry, and the phone rings, and who do you think it was? You'll never guess. Why do you keep pushing Madonna? No, no, it was Chris. Okay. So, look. So she was in Italy doing her makeup, about to go out. And we talk makeup for 50-something-year-old women, right? We're talking, and she's saying, you know, that ain't friends. Anyway, hi, Chris. Onward. My thing is, I don't want to drown you guys in that talk, because a lot of you all think that now I'm affected by my touch with Hot Topics. No, I ain't. I am still Wendy from New Jersey. Yeah. And those who know, know. Those who don't count. Anyway, look. So, look, there's good news and bad news. Have you heard about Apollo from Atlanta? Okay, well, the good news, okay, this is a breaking story. He was released from prison. Great, after 3.5 years. You know, he's got the president, the vice president. By the way, Norman, I forgot to acknowledge you and Suzanne's tans yesterday. Oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay. Where'd you go? What were you doing? Is this a queen's tan?
No, well, you're not. Actually, Brendan and I went to Iceland with it, which you can't tan, but we came home and went right to the beach on Long Island for 2 full days to tan up to come back here.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of Queens, too. A little bit
a little
in our
Queens
backyard.
tan.
A little
You
plot
look
of
great.
land. Thank you.
Yeah. And Norman, you are not quite as light bright as you normally are.
Yeah, it's autumn sunrise. Do you like it?
Yeah. I went nowhere. I mean, you know, there's no sun in Idaho. Like to tan. I did get my eyelashes done. Pardon me for blinking so much. Look, I discovered something that I am so obsessed with. You know, they install those lashes on top. Morel, because he does my makeup every day for the last 10 seasons, plus the 6-week sneak peek. So, but he does a strip. And I got the lashes on our break. And I'm like, oh my gosh, between getting bladed on the brows and the lashes installed, you wake up looking up like this. I mean, you know, and based on, you know, my new situation, it's really convenient. We'll talk about when the wig gets removed or how that goes. Another time. Wendy in the city. So Apollo, everyone, he was arrested in June. Oh, excuse me, released in June from prison. And 8 days later, he was back in prison. Well, apparently they say he broke one of the halfway house live-in rules. I don't know which rule, it's very unclear, but the rule was broken. Speaking of the rule, shout out to Ja Rule. So Jeffrey and I have been through it. If you listen to the radio show, you know I've been through it with a lot of people. You know, where every time I walk in a room where there is somebody of fame, I'm like, oh God. Oh God, where's my team? And you all are there at your house on your couch. You have no idea. I'm calling for you. I need backup. Not just you, James, which by the way, James, after yesterday's show, people think that we are lovers. Anyway, you all. What I love about doing the show is because we're live, except tomorrow. Okay, we're live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I learned about it on the news. I was watching Rosanna and Lori, and I hear Wendy will be on tomorrow at on Channel 9 in New York. So if you're in New York, just turn on Channel 9, WWOR. There's a to-do with the soccer girls and the parade. So, okay. But back to Ja Rule. All right, so there's this place I like to go. You've heard me mention, Pergola, right? They got the Mediterranean food at midnight, the hookah, and like sexy people. Every girl has a big butt, but me. So I go to Pergola the other week during the 5 weeks off, and who's there but Jeffrey? Well, I call him Jeffrey, I'm trying to civilize it. I don't want to fight. Like, I'm like, what have I said about him recently? I've got no backup. You all aren't there. And so he gives me the hi. And then eventually a call over. And so we talk and we have a good time. You know what? He's just a man trying to make a buck. And you know what? This is an actual picture, like he's flat and stuff. You know when you get older, Suzanne, you know, you look at people like, how are you aging? How are you aging? Okay.
Uh-huh.
He's aging swell.
Good.
Very well. Anyway, hi, Jeffrey. And whatever I talked about with him in the past, he was like, Wendy, come on, you do your job. I was like, thanks, I get a pass. And so we're all good. All right. Another thing. So remember I was telling you about my friend Regina when I left Chris and Kim's house yesterday? I was telling you about that. And I had to rush back to the hotel. My friend Regina was sitting there in the restaurant at the hotel waiting for me. And I said, look, just eat. Charge everything to my room and I'll be right there. You'll never believe where I was, right? Okay. So I finally get there and we're eating and having a good time. All of a sudden my phone rings. Norman, I lied to you not.
Uh-huh.
Guess who was on the phone?
Who?
Wendy, darling, I want you to come to Africa. You must come to celebrate. Naomi. I lie not. By the way, you know when you get those lashes, sometimes the glue in the lashes fall in your eyes. It's so annoying, like, so annoying. Like I have something right here, right now, I'm blink, blink, blink. But they're so worth it. Cause you wake up like a doll. You know what I mean? Clap if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Worth every penny. Shout out to Julian, see you at 1:30. So Naomi's on the phone. I lied to you not. I'm sitting with my friend Reg, and I have her name in my phone. I have 3 celebrities in my phone. I told you this. It's Naomi. It's Billy Bush. Yeah. I like Billy Bush. He was done wrong. And now he's doing right. He's coming here sometime soon. Anyway, and wait, one more. Oh, Byron Pitts. Okay. So, oh, and Chris. But it just says Chris, so you don't know, right? So look. So I ring Naomi. And I'm like, so Nelson Mandela's birthday is coming up on July 18th. Rest in peace. Also happens to be the same birth date as somebody that you care for. Yay! So there's this big giant celebration for him in Africa. And she said, darling, come, first class, me, you, Andre, Leon Talley. And I go to my friend Reg, who am I? I just came from Chris and Kim's and Kanye's, and now Naomi's on the phone. All I am is Wendy from Jersey. Please, take the wheel. What's going on? So anyway, I'm not going to Africa. I haven't heard from Naomi. I think it was like a happenstance, like she was just, ebullient about something.
Right.
And she called me, Naomi, I'm not coming to Africa. You haven't notified me. And I can't just skip the country on a happenstance. I've got, a family and a life here in New York and a live show every day. I just can't jump up and get down. Although, that would be fabulous. All right, Lala, who I love. Lala Anthony. She's about to get that divorce from Carmelo. And, well, things happen in marriages. Look, they're still friends. Everybody relax, if you know what I'm saying. All right. And they have their beautiful son. A mother, a father, a son. Anyway, Lala, you're dead wrong. Here's what she did. Okay. So she hit the jackpot yesterday and bragged about it. Now, it's like the rich getting richer and then you talk about it. She put $200 in the slot machine and ended up winning $68,000. And bragged about it. Hey, Deb, could you put the camera on the audience while I push my wig? Thanks. While I was deciding where to put my note, I thought about the wig, but then I realized, now I don't feel like it, but I forgot to push it forward. I apologize. But not really. It is what it is. All right, so look. So, listen. So, the rich get richer, $68,000. And she talked about it on social media. First of all, Lala, congratulations on the money. Because you know what? No one can count anyone's money. And we don't know what she's gonna get from Carmelo when they get divorced. And she's got her son, and she's also on 2 shows, which means she's making money. But we don't know how much. She's on Power and...
The upcoming 90210 reboot.
The upcoming 90210 reboot. Good for her. Good for her. But I just feel like you kind of can't talk about that on social media, if you know what I'm saying. Only because it was $68,000. And people are saying she should donate to charity. And I say, how do you know that she has it to donate to charity? Number 1. Number 2, if she never put it up, then we would never be talking. But Lala, now that we know, you gotta do one of those big checks. Like Publishers Clearinghouse. And you gotta donate a large portion to something. Only because you put it out there. Yeah. damn it, man. Oh. All right. So, I'm a storyteller. I'm not a joke writer. But during the 5 weeks, I've been jotting down on another paper stories and stuff because I'm about to go out on my comedy tour. Yeah. So, it's called On the Record. Sorry. It's called, like, this is so, between the Hall of Fame star, the star on the block, and that, and 5 weeks off, and then you waiting for us yesterday, and the show just being so great. Thank you so much for watching. I can't breathe. So now I got 8 cities I'm going to, including Cleveland, Atlanta, Detroit, Oakland. I'm with you first on the 27th of this month. Yeah, in the Bay. Yay. And I'm bringing along, you know, a bunch of comedians with me, and I'm hosting. So in between, I'm gonna be changing my costume, because, you know, I wanna give you a show and give you a show. And really, it's called On the Record. That's the name of the tour. And in between, I'll be telling stories. There will be cursing, so please get a babysitter. This is not for children. And I'll tell you more about that, but Oakland, you're up first. July 27th. In the meantime, Hot Topics is done, but we got more great show. Master P and Romeo are here. But up next, celebrity lookalikes. So grab a snack and yup.